microphone is on and currently working. My green screen is a little flickery, but I'm not going to be... Well, I don't know what happened there. That's not good. Not sure what is happening here. The graphics is all messed up. I think that the graphics on this game aren't doing very well anymore. But anyway, we shall play on for as long as we can. I won't be streaming for long, 35 minutes of that. Just yeah, I kind of want to finish Midnight. There's some Sailor Moon I want to watch. If my new disc's really good, I don't know. You know, 31 quid for the entire set. I'm thinking they're not that genuine, but from a UK seller, so you know, not Malaysia. Probably imported from Malaysia, mind. Not that I've got a problem with imported from Malaysia. It's just generally knockoffs, and you can, if but whatever, on the problems of accessing old anime, not being able to. My issue with it is most of the discs didn't play, so you know, practicalities. Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was me bashed my head against my microphone.
Daddy.
Microphone?
I was so scared.
Oh, why isn't it a
It's
microphone?
all right, Butterfly.
Why
You're
microphone,
safe now.
not macrophone?
All the bad creatures are gone.
The phrase to activate Shale is Dulan Han. If you still want that bloody thing.
That's a
I
good
wouldn't buy
question,
with you.
actually.
Now we should go, and quickly.
Phone is a sound.
Thank you again. We owe you
Micro
our
is
lives.
small sound. I think phone is sound. Huh. Never really thought about it before. I didn't know. I did used to know what the suffix phone meant.
I knew that the day would come when someone would find the control rod. And of course, it is another mage. That is what it is. Yes? Yes. Just my luck. I stood here in this spot and watched the wretched little villagers scurry around me for, oh, I have no idea how long. Many, many years.
Oh, you poor dear. That would be really, really boring.
And the villagers had no idea they were being watched. Creepy.
Then one wonders that you wouldn't be grateful to the one who allowed you to stretch your legs, Gollum.
Another mage, I see. Charming. I was just beginning to get used to the quiet, too. Tell me, are all the villagers dead? Some got away, then. How unfortunate. Familiarity breeds contempt, as they say, and after 30 years as a captive audience, I was as familiar with these villagers as one could possibly be. Not that I wish their fate on them, no. But it did make for a delightful change of pace. Perhaps I may have forgotten after all the years of being called Gollum. Gollum, fetch me that chair. Do be a good Gollum and squash that insipid bandit. And let's not forget, Gollum, pick me up. I tire of walking. It does have the control rod, doesn't it? I am awake, so it must. I see the control rod, yet I feel... Go on, order me to do something. Oh, go on. It will be fun. And, nothing. I feel nothing. I feel no compulsion to carry out its command. I suppose this means the rod is... broken? I suppose if I can't be commanded, this means I have free will, yes? It is simply, what should I do? I have no memories beyond watching this village for so long. I have no purpose. I find myself at a bit of a loss. What about it? It must have awoken me for some reason, no? What did it intend to do with me? I see. Wonderful. I suppose I have two options, do I not? Go with it or go elsewhere? I do not even know what lies beyond this village.
Are you certain you want to bring that thing with us? It could be dangerous and large. Yes, that won't make us conspicuous or anything. Well, whatever.
I will follow it about then. For now. I am called Shale, by the way. This should be interesting.
Yes, I'm going to swap out Morrigan, and because I like Morrigan, but two mages in the party is way too much until I go back to camp and get was I really going to go with Jiggy with it? I need to have a word with myself about that. Kind of want to make Liliana a permanent archer. So I suppose if I took out her weapons, well, people are wounded, so. Ooh, the graphics are truly bugged up. I wonder if it's alt-tabbing that causes the problem. It seems distinctly likely, actually. So a quick restart. Seeing as it doesn't seem to be that keen on actually loading it. Yeah, that's not a happy. And as is classic, this kind of thing, it's not letting me Alt F4 out. Haha. Why am I so not surprised? Well, that's not a good sign. Sigh. I wonder if setting compatibility mode would help. I mean, it's a graphics issue more than anything, but maybe.
Very well.
Oh, I've just all tabbed out, haven't I? Ah, it's done.
I am impressed. My thanks.
It's a wonderful... Oh, how dear of you. Thank you so much.
Oh, look at what your fool dog placed in my pack. A putrid, half-eaten hare is not something a woman wants to find in her unmentionables. You are welcome to this if you really want it. The dirty mongrel can have this back. There. And tell him not to do it again. I don't want it, you worthless fur bag. Oh, he's just trying to be manipulative, I can tell. I do it too.
You are a true warrior and worthy of respect.
How do I get you to get the stick for me?
Oh, thank you. That's very nice. Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
I really need this on a...
Ooh, shiny.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed. It will be done.
What can I do for you, Warden?
Oh, I thought you had a crossbow. No? Oh, okay. Off to see the dealers then, or? And Lauren?
Very well.
Wasn't I gonna look at what I could equip instead of the... Mind you, I quite like the stats on this weapon, so I don't know.
Thank you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man. You were there in Ostagar. You know how things went. For me, it was either this, or die in some darkspawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter. You were there with the Grey Wardens, one of Duncan's new recruits. I was to guard the king. He was my friend, understand? Maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar. I know. Even had Logain's men not turned their backs on us, the Darkspawn were too many. Even Kalen, for all his bravado, knew there would be no victory at Ostagar. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the Wardens.
The royal arms chest. It's where Kalen kept his father's sword. The one he always said he'd slay the archdemon with.
More than that, there was a secret compartment where he kept documents concerning his dealings with Empress Celine and the Orlesians. He didn't get the chance. Duncan was so busy with the new recruits and keeping Logain at bay. Whatever his reasoning, it's me Kalen entrusted it to. The Maker has a sense of humor, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Loren's hands by now.
Why am I not surprised? Is there someone else we should be bringing back from the brink of death instead?
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please. It's probably still there. The key's behind a loose stone at the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
It is vital that the king's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the king's other arms and armor. And if you happen to find Kalen's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
What do you need? Ask away. Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact. Well, if you're going to go and pay attention to the facts, then fine. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Our Lehman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough. Our Lehman eventually married a young woman from Orlais. which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10, just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me. Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming. And raised my dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story. Something on your mind? Of course. Have you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring. Oh, you aren't kidding. I think the Templar uniforms are as colorful as they are just so the Templars didn't feel dull in comparison. Last thing you want when you're about to take down some Maleficar out in the woods is to have him point and laugh at your taste in clothing, am I right? I'd use my shield if I could, but I think you might actually spot me hiding behind it. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring. Poke, poke, poke. Tell me everything about your life, Alistair. All right, if you insist. It's not like we have anything better to do, right? The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off, unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it. The education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home? It is. I didn't know you felt that way. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good, either way. I suppose you're right. We can create new Grey Wardens, but we'll never get back those we lost. I wonder if it would ever feel the same. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
I am going to go back to...
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Here, and check the chest for semi-decent weapons. And maybe some armor. I wonder if the battle dress would...
It will be done.
What can I do for you, Warden? Certainly.
Damn. Persistence in this game is certainly impressive.
Got a cousin in the Templars.
Very well.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I'm not seeing any good
Of course.
melee weapons anywhere.
What's to be done? What can we do?
Just keep your head down. If there's anything I can do for you, I'm sure you'll be pleased.
Wow, I am really struggling to find weapons for her. Yeah, that's just very annoying. I can't remember who I sold the Bolton sword to, actually.
You and your friends are formidable.
Oh well. It's running on a bit late. I will pick this up on tomorrow then. Right.